Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I have another build for you in The Sims 4, but this time I'm building a farmhouse or a modern farmhouse. And this is in Chestnut Ridge, which is the world that comes with Horse Ranch. And then I'm building on the Canter Cottage lot, I believe it's called, and that's a 30 by 30. So it's like a pretty decent sized lot. Not the biggest you can possibly build on, but like it's still a pretty massive lot. And I thought the farmhouse would look good here because it's right next to like the little horse obstacle thing, and then also just like the scenery. I think it looked good. But yeah, it's almost like Horse Ranch is literally built for farmhouses or something. Anyway, I mainly wanted to build a farmhouse just because A, it was on my list and I love building these, and then B, I got the country kitchen kit for free, and I wanted to try it out, and I thought Horse Ranch and a couple of my other packs would work well with it, and I was like, well, let's try it out because this would be a perfect opportunity to do that. So that is what we're doing here today. This house ends up being, I believe, 5 bedrooms and 5 bathrooms, so it is a honker of a house. So, and it's not cheap, and it uses multiple packs, so I do apologize for that. I usually build with just the base game. This is not a base game build, unfortunately for everybody. I'm using like literally every pack I own in this build, so I apologize for that. I just wanted to build with the packs I have just because I don't a whole ton. Because I enjoy building with the base game more, which is kind of stupid, but that's the truth. Just because it's a bit more of a challenge. But yeah, I'm building the farmhouse here today. I'm kind of basing it off of like ones that I see around where I live. I'm in the Midwest, so like a lot of these like rich modern farmhouse looking places pop up everywhere, or like people are renovating their houses to look like this, at least on the exterior. They're just like very white with the dark accents, like just huge big wraparound porches. Like they have like the like farmhouse kind of fencing as like the fence on the outside. Obviously that's what that would be for. Yeah, just kind of basing it off of that. I had pictures off like Pinterest I was looking at, but like mainly just kind of basing it off of the ones that I see when I'm driving around. So that's what we're doing here today. Just wanted to have like kind of like the big open windows with like the white, and then like the big door like in the front. I feel like that's like a big thing that I always see. I don't think I end up using like the barn doors for like the bedrooms and everything. I felt like that was a little much. And I felt like this could almost be like a renovated farmhouse instead of like the new ones that have the barn doors in every single room. If you know what I'm talking, like that's like a trend right now. And it's like, I don't know how I feel about that. Like in some houses they do it looks kind of neat, but in other times it's like, why is there a barn door to the bathroom? Like, and like there's no lock. It's like, I don't know if I like that. But don't end up doing that. I use like the more like farm looking doors from like, I think it's Cats and Dogs. I use that one door, like the single door that I thought looked kind of like farm doory. But yeah, that's what I end up using. Didn't go with the full farm, like the actual barn door. So if you wanted that, I'm sorry, you could switch it out yourself if you want to download the house. But anyway, right now I was trying to figure out kind of the floor plan. With these big houses, like figuring out how to lay it out without wasting a ton of space is like the biggest challenge in my opinion. Because like obviously you're gonna have quite a bit of room to do whatever, but also you don't want to waste a bunch of space just kind of throwing in everything. So that's been kind of the biggest thing with when I'm building big houses, like how to utilize the space the best. Because it's like, yeah, you can put in like 15 bathrooms, but do you really need 15 bathrooms? Probably not. But I do end up adding quite a few here, just because it is a big house and it can fit quite a few Sims. So that is why I added so many. If you see a bunch of bathrooms, I think I ended up having 5, which isn't terrible. 1 per bedroom, technically. So, and they're not all full. So I don't think, at least. I don't know. Don't take my word on that. I don't remember. It's been a minute. It's been like a whole like 2 days since I built this, so I don't remember every single thing. But yeah, kind of figuring out the floor plan right now. I do change some of it up just because it doesn't fit exactly how I'm wanting it. But this is kind of the basis now. And then also another thing I always run into when I'm building is like, I'll put my windows in the front like to figure out the front of the house, but then like on the back and the sides, I feel like they look kind of funky. Like sometimes like, it doesn't look real. Like I feel like with a lot of like actual houses, like they used to be putting windows wherever, but it's like in The Sims, like it hurts my brain when it doesn't look right, or like symmetrical. So I struggle with that, just because I'm like, well, that doesn't look like even, and then I'm like, well, it's like in real life they wouldn't give a shit. So I struggle with that. But yeah, right now hopping into building the kitchen. Here's the country kitchen kit. I hope I'm saying that right, but this is the free one we got the other day when they added the new marketplace thing. I have not used it at all because I'm not paying more money. So yeah, anyway, but got this for free because of the addition of it, so I'm going to try it out. I really liked a lot of the swatches that came with the counters and cabinets. I really didn't dislike any of them. Like, I would use any of those, but I'm like, well, maybe I can use something a little different today. So I went with the purple because I like the lighter wood for the counters. So I was like, well, I can use that. And then I like the purple's my favorite color, so I was like, well, we can utilize some purple and put it in here. And yeah, and I feel like with a lot of like modern builds, people have like funky colored kitchens, but like I didn't want to use like that green color, or like the light greens are like really trendy right now. It's like I don't want to be like too on the nose, so I was like, well, I can try the purple. So that's what we did here. If you didn't like it, you can just change the swatch, but I don't know, I think it turned out pretty good. I think it's like very nice purple, like a lavender kind of lilac-y color, if that's the right term. But I do like that. And then I used the chairs from, I believe, Cats and Dogs. I love those chairs, or the bar stools. That's like probably one of my favorite things to ever come out in this game. That and like the actual chairs that came with Cats and Dogs, absolutely, they like literally perfect. Like I love those. I use that in like half my builds when I'm just building with whatever. But yeah, and then I added some like light green accents just so everything wasn't so purple, because like I don't know, you don't want everything to be the same color. So yeah, I added in these decorations in and all that, but at the end I have to redo them because being The Sims 4, it didn't save anything. For my decorations, at least it saved like everything else I built in the house, like, and all the decorations that are in there, but the kitchen for some reason did not save. Make that make sense? But had to go in at the end, so if they're in a different spot when I go and tour, that's why. But yeah, I had those in. I love all the little decorations that came with this kit. I really do like the kit. It isn't one I would have necessarily bought myself, but it definitely fits my style and like the type of things I have to build. So it's kind of neat. I got that for free, so that's cool. But yeah, kind of rounding out the kitchen here, I used a wallpaper that came with the pack, and or the kit, whatever. And like, I don't know, I think it looks good. I think it's a nice accent. And then I add like a more of like the same color purple on the other side of the wall here in a minute, and I think that kind of rounds off the room well. And then yeah, and then I put these chairs in, the ones from Cats and Dogs, and I think that I want to say that table is from Horse Ranch, but I don't quite remember, because with peace and love to some of the packs, especially the ones I have, they're all very similar in terms of like aesthetic. Like cottage and country could be kind of one the same sometimes with like certain things. I know some people are probably gonna be like, no, they're not the same, but guess what, they kind of can't be. But they have a lot of similar characteristics, so sometimes I don't remember where everything is from, so apologies for that. But yeah, moving to the living room now, I'm using this, I think this whole set's from Horse Ranch. I don't know if I've used the swatch much, but I do like it. I love all the swatches that come with this, like this couch chair set. Not necessarily my personal style in real life. Like, I don't know if I'd be having a cow print couch with leather, or a leather couch for that matter, but yeah, I think it fits the aesthetic of the house pretty well. And I think that table is from Dream Home Decorator, I think, which that one, amazing. I love it. I like that. Might be an essential for somebody who builds that one. That's a fantastic kit. I think it's a kit. It's not an expansion pack. It's a kit, I think, right? I don't know. There's so many names for this stuff, I don't remember. I'm sorry. But yeah, Dream Home Decorator I use quite a bit in this build. just because the, like, decorations and, like, the furniture and stuff goes with, like, everything, and, like, a lot of it can match well, so you'll see that scattered throughout. And I think that fireplace is from Horse Ranch. It's either that or Seasons, I can't remember. I'm pretty sure that's the Horse Ranch one, but I do use some stuff from Seasons too. I think I use, like, the curtains, like, that was something random, and then, like, a couple other things, but yeah, I end up using that just because, you know, why not? I really do like those curtains from Seasons. I think I put them in here in a second, but yeah, that Seasons, the curtains from there, and then I think City Living, I really like those too. But the Seasons ones kind of fit the best for this room, in my opinion. And, like, we're piecing up to other packs. Why are we not making curtains for bigger windows? Because I kind of need curtains for them. But yeah, right now doing the entryway. I imagine, like, a bunch of people lived here, obviously, because there's 5 bedrooms, but put a crap ton of stuff over here. But yeah, build all that out, put a coat rack, some shoes. I think the shoes are from Dream Home Decorator, so I end up using that. Like I said, Dream Home Decorator just has a lot of good decorations, obviously. I feel like that's the whole point of the pack. But yeah, and then I use a couple of different desks, I think, in a bed, maybe. Like, I actually do use that pretty extensively in this build, even though I didn't really go in thinking I would. I was trying to keep it pretty limited at the beginning, but did not go that way. So yeah, this is not a limited pack build, like I said, so apologies if you were expecting that. But I'll do more base games builds in the future, obviously, because I like doing that, and it's kind of more of a challenge that way. But also, like, having all the expansion packs, like, unlocked it also poses its own, like, unique challenge, because, like, it's like there's just so much stuff to pick from. It's like the opposite problem, where it's like I have too many choices, so it's like, well, I don't know if I need to use this or this, but I don't know. And I feel like with the base game, you can be a little more crafty with it. Like, you can kind of, I don't know how to explain that, but I don't know. Anyway, I don't know what I'm talking about. I never do. Anyway, if you made it this far into the video, I appreciate it, and I hope you're enjoying it so far. Please feel free to check out my other videos if you want. If not, that's fine too. You can just watch this one and leave. But yeah, I hope your day is going well. Mine has been okay. I went and got my nails done. I go once a month to get my nails done. It's like my one, like, self-care thing. And I got some more, like, springtime looking nails. I don't get super long ones. I get, like, the super short, like square shaped ones. Like, I'm not trying to do too much, but she gave me, like, more of, like, a pastel vibe with some, like, designs on it, and I'm happy with it. My nail tech, she is, like, super talented, and, like, I feel like I don't utilize her enough. She, like, I went to her when I went to the Mayhem Ball, and for Lady Gaga, and I got nails done for that, and she did insane for that. Like, I could have not asked for better. But she can do, like, the stuff you see, like, on Instagram, like, you're like, holy crap, that person is talented. That's my nail tech, and I feel like I don't utilize her enough. I kind of get really simple stuff, and I think it's probably easy to do mine compared to a lot of her clients, because, like, they be coming in trying to get, like the builder gel stuff, and like just building out, like, literal things in the nails, and, like, yeah, no, I'm not trying to do all that. I like a simple set sometimes, but I don't know, I'm due for a fancy one though. I don't know what to get though. I've had my eye on, like, a couple of things, but I don't know yet. I don't know when I want to shell out, because I don't know, it takes forever. That's another thing that always deters me, is, like, I don't want to spend all night there, and I don't want to make her spend all night there, so, because I always go at the end of the day, because I can't go before, like, 4 o'clock, because I have work. So yeah, my nails turned out really good. She did they're, like, freestyle, and it looks good, and I appreciate her creativity, so that's cool. But yeah, that's, like, the one thing I do every month to, like, be a woman. So I do that, and I think it's worth the money. It can be a little expensive to some people, but, you know, if it makes me feel more, like, feminine and more just put together, I think it's worth it. So it's like, whatever. And then also, This is a completely non sequitur. It is finally springtime, so that means that my local garage sales in my area are picking up again, and I'm quite excited for that, to be honest. I go almost every weekend during the springtime because I like to buy things, and at garage sales you get them for very cheap. At least you should. So like if I'm looking for, I mainly like to look for like jeans and like boots or something, or like collectibles, like just random. So you never know what you're gonna come across like a yard sale. But I'm very excited for that. I think this weekend should be the first, because last weekend we were supposed to go, but it was pouring and I didn't feel like being wet all day, so we didn't end up going. But like that sale isn't one that like we typically are like, oh yay, they're finally having them. Like next weekend is one of those, like I'm very much excited to go to that sale, so hopefully it doesn't rain and we can find some goodies, because a lot of the towns around me have like, I don't know how to explain this, like if you go to rich people garage sales, like if you have like new builds and like the richer parts of town, like you can find like Lululemon and stuff and like the fancier brands. But if you're looking for like vintage stuff or like more normal people's things, like you're not like stuff you're, I don't know, like run-of-the-mill type stuff, like, and you don't want to pay an arm and a leg for it, like going to like the towns that aren't like super yuppie are like the best in my opinion. And like a lot of times they'll have like cool like older stuff that they just don't know is like not, it's like they just don't know what it is, or like that it's worth a lot, so you can kind of score there. So I don't know, I'm excited to go to this town because it's kind of one of those where it's like they have some of the rich people things, but like a lot of it's just like normal people stuff, and I'm excited for normal people stuff because I am a normal person. I'm not super big into the, like, yeah, I like some Lululemon, but you know, I also like some NASCAR stuff because it's cool, or like a cool band shirt, because that's like a lot of times you'll find them at those sales instead of the rich people stuff, because the rich people aren't going to give that away, but, or not give it away, but like they'll like up, and I don't know, they have like different things. It's just not the same. I don't know how to explain this without it being weird, but yeah, I'm excited for that. But yeah, hopefully we can find some cool stuff, because we found some like collectibles and things, and like good books and things, like stuff like that at yard sales. So excited to get more of that. Like I think I found like my entire Stephen King collection all at garage sales, and I think I got like most of it for like $10. I got like 30 books for $10. Have I read them all? No. Are they a nice decoration on my shelf for the time being? Yes, they are. So it was worth the money in my opinion, but I need to read them. I've liked all the other Stephen King that I've read, so just gotta kind of get back into it. So yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything else that's relevant. But yeah, right now just building out the house. This room that I just jumped to is the one downstairs in the front, right off of the entryway, but there's no door from it to go around. But that's this room. I think this is the one with the dream home decorator. Is it? Or is that a city living bed? I think that's dream home decorator. I don't remember. I'm sorry. Some of the stuff looks a little similar, so my apologies. But I use that little candle set lamp thing on the bed, and I like that. So then this is the room I add the shelving in. I love the modular, how do you say it? Stuff from Dream Home Decorator. That's like literally my favorite thing that's ever been put into this game, because I am a big shelving person and I like to put stuff on shelves. So that sounds stupid, but it's true. But yeah, just I was so excited when this came out. I think I actually bought this one like pretty soon after it released, obviously on sale, because I don't think I've ever bought a Sims pack like new. I might have bought University. It was either University or Pet or Cats and Dogs that I got, I think, day of, just because I was super excited, because those are like two of my favorite packs, like just from every Sims game. But I don't even know if I did that. Like I think I still waited till it was like a little cheaper, just because it's expensive. Yeah. Speaking of University, I was watching somebody on YouTube playing Sims 3 University, and I was like, oh my god, I need to play it so bad again. Like, I don't have a PC, I have a Mac, and I can't play it, and it makes me very sad. Same with The Sims 2. I'll see people playing the remastered or whatever, and it's like, oh god, I just want to play it so bad. I don't know if you can get it. I don't think you can get it on Mac, but I can't remember. I don't have the room for it anyway, even if I did want it, but eventually I will get a PC and be able to play all of my Sims games. But alas, we must wait. But yeah, I don't remember what I was talking about, but I'm finishing out this room. A lot of it's Dream Home Decorator. I use the Seasons curtains. These chairs are from Dream Home Decorator. I use that same like little side table. I like that dark cherry brown kind of color. That looks very nice. Oh yeah, I had the cross stitching stuff from Cottage Living in here. One of my favorite skill building objects. But yeah, it's kind of rounding out here. It's a very massive build. I cut out all of bathroom footage just because it's a bathroom. No one wants to see me build like 6 bathrooms. I'm sorry. Like, and I even cut out some of the other room stuff just because it's like kind of boring. Because I have like side rooms and things, but it's like, how many times can you see me put down a couch? But yeah. Oh yeah, and I add this gym upstairs because I was like, oh, this is like a perfect area to put like a nice gym. I don't know, like, if like this is like something that's common in everybody's houses, like a gym, but like, I don't know, like my childhood home, we have like a decent gym in our basement. Not like I'm not talking like Planet Fitness or something, but like it's like this, maybe a little less. Like it's like kind of older, just because we get everything secondhand off of Marketplace. But yeah, having a gym's nice. At my house now that I live at, not my childhood home, we have a decent gym downstairs. We just need to utilize it a little more. But yeah, the gym is being built out up here. I had some like little towels. I had some inspirational posters from cats and dogs because I thought it was funny. Yeah, I just kind of had to figure out what a use for this room, just because it was so massive. But yeah, this is kind of the ending. There isn't a ton of landscaping for this house because, believe it or not, there is no yard. So there isn't much landscaping to be looking at the end here. But kind of finishing it off with like this like kids room. I pictured this kid likes science, video games, kind of sporty, but like not in like a weird way. Like, I don't know how to explain that, but I don't know. But it's kind of like a tomboyish boy kind of room. That's kind of what I do here. Just messy, kind of, they like to play sports. They got posters everywhere, like that kind of vibe. So that's what we're doing here. I don't know if I've ever used that bed, at least in that swatch, like that orange. I don't usually use orange, with peace and love to orange. But yeah, this is kind of it for this room. Then I will take you through here in a second, and we can kind of see how it all turned out. This is downstairs again. This is like the other living room space. It has like a massive TV and gaming setup. But this is like kind of the final room. And then I added some stuff on the outside, like rocking chairs and things. But otherwise, this is kind of it for the build. I'm gonna take you here in a second, and we can see how it all kind of turns out. Okay, so here is the outside. I made this house kind of a light blue kind of color. And then there's a chimney there on the side. If you come down here, oops, got the entryway. I added a chess table, some rocking chairs, a guitar, kind of a Joel from The Last of Us type vibe out front. Then we've got the entryway with all the shoes and things, got the burglar alarm. Then we've got the living room to the right when you come in. We got a TV, fireplace, got some cool pictures from City Living. Got the chairs and things from Horse Ranch. A little seating over this way. And then if you go through this way, and let me repeat the same thing over and over. We have a fish tank, and then there is a office over here. The bookshelf and things, kind of simple, but it's over there. And then there's a bathroom off this, full bath. I think it's the only shower in the house, actually. But that's that. Then if we go through here, we go into the dining room. Nice big table with lights. And then we got the kitchen over here. I think this turned out really good. I like the purple and like the green accents and things match well. But yeah, we got the seating. I had some dog stuff or cat, whatever. Yeah, here's that. And then I had a skull above the door. We have it this way. There's a hutch. Then I had a foosball table and easel just so there's some activity type things. And then we got a second living room, kind of chill space over here. This is pretty basic. Giant TV, got some gaming stuff. I think these chairs are from Seasons. Let me check. Oops. Let's see. I think so. But yeah, that's that. And then if we head across the hall, we've got this bedroom. We've got a nice bed. We got a hanging plant. Got a cute little desk situation over here. Got some seating. Got the cross stitch stuff. Nice big bookcase. This is probably my favorite bedroom in the house. This is really cute. If we head out here, we can go upstairs. And we are entering here. Got some books. And I had like another seating area right here just because I felt like it needed it. And there's like a bookshelf with some cool stuff. And then we've got, I guess, the primary bedroom technically right here. Used a lot of the horse ranch stuff in here. It's got like the cute old wallpaper and paneling and all that. Nice desk, mirror, that sort of thing. And they've got a closet over here. I use the horse ranch clothing just cause. And then off of this room, there's a full bath. I guess there's no shower. Never mind, I lied. But there's that. And then next to that is the gym. Got quite a bit in here, so that's cool. Then off the gym, we've got one bathroom. There's a tub, and then next to that, if you go out in the hallway, there's another bathroom. They're basically identical, but it's that. And then if we head over here, we've got kind of like a kid type room. I picture the dog or a cat likes to hang out in here. But yeah, that's kind of this. I like this room. And there's a bathroom off of this as well. Whoops. Another bedroom over here, nice and purple. But they love the kitchen. That's that for that. And then head back down the hall over here. You got another bedroom. And it's kind of like the tomboy kind of vibe out here, which I like this room. But that is kind of it for that. And if we head back, outside, like through these doors, I added some more rocking chairs, trash cans, and a chest table. But that's kind of it for this build. If you're interested in downloading this lot, it's called Modern Farmhouse in the gallery. It's under my gallery ID, which is The Threat of Joy. And it has quite a few packs, so I apologize for that, but it's on there if you want it. But yeah. Anyway, thank you for watching this video if you made it this far. And if you liked it, please be sure to like and subscribe. And I will see you next time. Bye.